and communicate with customers digitally, not just at the doors, but B2C sales, B2B sales, like what I do.
Yep. And then they can go straight in and order their physical ID badge, and we ship it straight to the rep. We're not shipping it to corporate, then they're trying to ship it back out.
And they're probably stalling, so you couldn't go knock doors in there.
That's how they are.
So our motto was we'd go in anyways until somebody kicked us out. I started from my basement as a contractor and eventually grew it to 18 states and 173 million in sales. Booyah, baby! Either the next guy's going to win the deal or you're not going to get the deal.
The velocity of information through your company. We understand that this is valuable stuff.
I think the contractor should be talking directly to the carrier because they're doing the work. You brand yourself as being an expert, and you create your own following.
It's the nightmare of being a small business owner. You just happen to have found this amazing niche.
Hey guys, Anthony Delmedico, SVG. We're here live in the SpeakEasy. It's been a while, man. I haven't been in the SpeakEasy for a while.
Yeah.
We're here with Brad Mortensen, right? Brad Mortensen?
Yeah, that's
with
it.
RepCard, a really cool new device that your salespeople can use at the doors, a new technology. We're going to talk about that. Let's talk about a little bit, Brad. You're coming to second year at the Winter Storm Conference as a vendor.
Yeah.
So you came last year. You're in Vegas. We're doing it in Phoenix this year.
Yeah, right in our backyard.
Right in your backyard. Now,
Yeah.
You're from here, so you don't even have to fly out.
Yeah. Grew up in Mesa and live in Gilbert, so.
Right in Gilbert.
Right here
in Gilbert. Okay, I didn't know that. So now RepCard, let's talk a little bit about RepCard, and then we're going to go to the TV and show folks how this is used to really capture and communicate with customers digitally, not just at the doors, but B2C sales, B2B sales, like what I do.
Yep.
But really start connected so you don't lose your leads and you stay connected with customers instead of the old paper business card. So let's talk a little bit about what this is.
Yeah, so here you've got the ID badge, right? So most door-to-door reps are going to have an ID badge.
Well, actually, most don't have them.
Yeah, right.
But most should have them.
Most companies,
because they look more professional at the door if they do.
Yeah, they can either hang on your belt or around your neck. A lot of companies get tired of trying to make them and the ink and all the issues that go on. We take care of all that for them. So when they onboard a new rep into their RepCard system, they get an email, they create their password, they log in. All they have to do is add their photo, and then they can go straight in and order their physical ID badge, and we ship it straight to the rep. We're not shipping it to corporate, then they're trying to ship it back out.
And then you got a fancy little QR code on the back of the canvasser or salesperson ID badge.
Exactly.
Which can, right at the door or at the customer sit, or if they're at a trade show or whatnot, they can literally, the customer can quickly take a picture of the QR code, and their digital business card gets stored.
Yeah, right to the customer's phone. They can
right to the customer's text message.
They can then save the rep's information into their phone book, and it's all done digitally. So allows you to grab their information, they get yours, and now you're more effective with your time.
So a lot of these, when we used to, I used to be a door knocker back in the day, way back in the day, knocking doors. There were certain cities where you couldn't get in unless you had an ID badge from the city. You had to go register. Now, we never got them because it would take 3 months to go get it. And you had to wait, and they're probably stalling, so you couldn't go knock doors in there.
That's how they are.
So our motto was we'd go in anyways until somebody kicked us out.
Right.
But I would say this: if I would have had this, I would have looked at least a little more legitimate.
Would have looked like the one.
A few times I did get police called on me. I remember Eden Prairie, Minnesota. You have to have at least back then you had to have an ID badge. I didn't have one, but if I would have had something, it would have looked more professional. And, perception's reality at the door. The more professional you look, the more likely you are to get the door answered, possibly get on the roof if you're selling roofs.
Yep.
And get some interaction with a property owner if you have something at the door on your body.
Right. Yeah, I've spent the last 10 years in door-to-door sales, and having an ID badge is huge. It's not going to close your deals, but losing a sale because of a little bit of credibility is.
So really I didn't know that about you. So a little bit. Let's talk about what you did in D2D.
Yeah. So started out, did a summer of pest control sales. Fell in love with the cycle of you work harder, you get paid more. I grew up with a dad where was in construction. And, he told me, hey, son, if I can teach you anything, it's that this is not what you want to do, long term.
You want to make money with an ink pen.
Yeah. So
not with tools.
Yeah.
Right?
So I said, all right. So I got into door-to-door sales, fell in love with that, jumped into satellite TV sales, did that for about 4 or 5 years.
What made the most money? Did you ever sell meat?
No,
No?
I didn't get the chance, man. That
I
would've
like
been
the
crazy.
meat guys, man. They come show up. They're like, hey, I got the new fillets. And
Yeah.
I always buy this stuff from those guys.
Yeah, some of that stuff's really good. But
What made the most money in D2D for you?
as far as the product, or
Well, no, commission-wise.
per sale, for me it was the TV and pest control, very similar in commission-wise. So
Okay.
it's a volume game. But yeah, there's tons of different industries.
So you were a D2D man for 10 years,
Yep.
and you felt that this digital experience at the door, not just the card, and we're going to look in a minute here on the TV, so you guys can see how the digital card works with the homeowner.
Yep.
Whether they're texting it to them or they're scanning their QR code, it's a
Yeah.
quick connect digital versus business cards.
Yeah, most companies don't want to create business cards, and you create 1,000 cards, you give them to a rep, and then he quits a month later. Now he's got
you're out $80.
You're at $80. He's got 1,000 of your cards with your logo on them. Who knows what he's going to do with them?
He might
Hopefully-
still be selling out there under your license.
Yeah, or working with your competitor, but he's using
Right.
your cards. I mean, we've seen all kinds of stuff. So instead, you fire them up with the rep card. They get their ID badge. They get their digital business card, and then the main thing they get is a follow-up tool. Mm-hmm. So in door to door, you got these guys that are driving to a neighborhood. The reps start working with customers or leads at that point, and they say, "Can you come back?" Or "Hey, can you come back tonight?" Or
Hey, I'm eating dinner.
Hey,
I got to go do
come
yoga.
back. Yeah,
or whatever.
right? They come back tonight.
Now,
Husband and
usually what
wife.
happens when they say, hey, come back, usually as a rep, I would say, hey, well, here, take my business card. I'll stop back tomorrow.
And you don't
or,
get any of their information.
Yeah, and usually don't get their information. Or if you can, you might scribble it down somewhere, but you probably lose it.
Yeah,
right?
or you say, hey, can you grab a sticky note? And they go grab something, and it just, who knows where it goes.
In most people, I think there's a statistic out there, something like 80, was it 88?
88% of cards are thrown away within a week.
Physical cards are thrown away after a
Yeah.
customer
So
sit.
you spend $80 on that rep, whether he uses them or not. So with RepCard, you're able to fire off the card. They get your face, your name, your bio, your reviews, which is huge. That social proof, other people saying that you're credible.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, they get the way to contact you. Now, when they open your business card, when they watch your video content, when they leave your review, you're getting notified of all these interactions. So if it's 2 or 3 days later and that customer wasn't there at that go back because they had to take their daughter to dance.
Okay, well, right now that sounds good.
Yeah.
But all the guys and gals watching this right now, they're like, well, that sounds good. But
Yeah.
show me the money. Show
Yeah,
me. So
let's do
why don't I be your customer?
Cool.
I'm Mr. Smith. I'm sitting in my liver, and you're knocking the door or whatnot. Once you come up to me, you knock the door, I open it, and I just don't have time for your inspection today. Okay.
Cool.
So
Yep.
do I need to have my phone on me? Or?
Nope, no phone or anything.
Okay.
So I'll say, hey, you know what? I know you're busy. Let me just send you my digital business card, and that way we can stay in
Yeah,
contact.
hey man, I would like to talk to you. I might want to get an inspection next week. Some of my neighbors are, but I'm busy eating dinner right now.
Yeah, no, I totally take that time with your family. Let me just send you my business card,
Okay.
and that way you've got my information, and we can stay in contact.
Oh, you don't have a paper card on you?
Nope, it's all digital, man.
Digital business
Yeah.
cards? Man, where have I been?
Exactly right. So what was your first name?
My name Anthony
Anthony. And your last name?
Delmedico, Delmedico.
Perfect. And what was your phone number?
847
Yep.
899 7089.
Perfect. So then I can select whether you're a lead or a client, put you in with a text campaign or not.
Okay, can we show that? Can we show that on the big screen up there so the guys can see it?
Yep, let's do it.
So I gave you my quick number and my. Now, do you want to get my email, or you're just more focused on the quick text right now?
Yeah, email is optional. So up here, this is the picture of a sample card. You got your
Okay.
name.
So
your
this is
phone
hitting my
number.
phone,
Yeah, this isn't my phone here. So then.
but this says I'm the customer. You're texting me this
Yes.
this card. So this is what I'm seeing as a digital card in my text.
Yep.
Okay,
What was your email?
that's Anthony at SVG Sam Victor Golf Corp CORP.com.
Perfect. So then here I can select whether he's a client or whether he's a lead. In this case, you're a lead. And then I can select whether to have a text campaign start. And I can send this from my iPhone number, or I can send it from an 844, which is like a third-party number.
Okay.
Okay.
So you could send it from like a company. Now, where would the 844 that would be assigned to the company for a return number?
Yeah, the 844 is an alias number that would not be able to receive anything back.
Okay.
Okay.
So probably from my text because I want the lead to call me.
Yeah, so I can go send from iMessage. It'll populate here, puts that number in the spot, the text here. I go ahead and hit send.
Nice.
Okay. Now, what's going to happen there? When you receive the text like that, this is what's showing what would be on your phone. You're going to open it up, and you're going to have Again, my face, my name.
They even got a little video button there. What's that?
A little video, yep. You can hit play there.
Dude, I like that.
It'll play video.
So you have a digital business card with an embedded video.
Yeah.
As a reminder of whatever the hell whatever your sales pitch was, they're going to forget anyways,
yeah.
right?
And you can ask, if it's a customer, you can ask them for reviews and referrals. You know, if it's a lead, you can say, hey, I'd love to get that inspection scheduled. Give me a quick call. And then you got the bio that lets them know, hey, I like to play golf and hang out with my family after work. So it's a little bit more well-rounded. You're not
So it's
just
like a little mini,
sales guy.
almost like a little mini Facebook page instead of a digital business card.
Exactly, yep. And then, of course, the reviews, which are huge. They're about you as a person.
Now, where are those reviews coming from? Are those getting...
They're from past clients.
Okay, is that someone that's entered into your database, or is it pulling these off online sources?
No, it's someone that's entered in, someone that you sent a card to and they left you a review.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Now, when they
So what if I got a 1-star review? Can I get rid of it?
Yeah.
I want to get rid of that one bad apple.
So right in the platform, you can actually remove those reviews. Now, it still takes that into consideration as far as your rating.
Right.
But it removes the actual written
But if
text
someone
zero.
says, hey, he's the worst human being on the world because his dog stepped on a rusty nail and the dog died.
Yeah.
So now I'm the worst
Or they
contractor
use
in America.
bad language,
Right,
you know,
yeah. Hey, he's the worst. My dog, don't use him. I can get rid of those comments, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
good.
Yeah. And then when they leave a review, you know, if I came back to the inspection, you had a good experience. When you leave a review, there's options for you to generate reviews. When you write me the review, it can go to my company's Facebook, Google, Yelp,
Nice.
Better Business
And you
Bureau.
can probably query and ask your people to write a review. Hey, man,
Yeah.
can you give me a review and then punch that right into your review module?
Exactly. It automatically goes in. And on this case, it would go straight to the Facebook.
Now, are you notified when somebody looks at reviews, writes reviews, plays that little video?
Yeah, so right here in the notification settings, the notification center, you know, right here it will say Anthony Lead has viewed your business card video. Anthony Lead
Right.
has viewed your business card. So it keeps you informed of what's going on. So if it's a week later and it's that guy that blew you off,
Right.
and he's looking at your card.
And he suddenly goes back and goes, you know what, I'm going to watch that little video.
Yeah.
And I'm giving him my pitch again
Call
or
him
whatever it
within
is.
5 minutes and say,
I call him 5 minutes later and say, hey, man, how'd you like that video? He'd be like, how'd you know? How'd you know I was watching that? But that's going to increase ROI on sales.
Yeah, it puts you in the best spot to close those deals. You know, you have no idea if they threw your card away or not. I mean, physical cards are just obsolete. So it gives you a lot of options there. Now, of course, here in the People tab, everyone that you've entered, you've got your client list and your lead list. That's going to allow you to, you know, stay in touch. You can make lead information. You can put notes in there. You can schedule a one-time text. So let's say the customer said, hey, I'm going on a trip for 10 days. You don't want to put him in a campaign where he gets a 2-day and a 7-day message. He's like,
Right.
Who is this guy? I told him I was going to be in Hawaii.
Oh, so you can schedule
So
a
you
little
could
text.
schedule a text for 11 or 12 days out. Hey man, hope Hawaii was awesome.
Hope all is
Super
well, just
jealous.
following up.
Yeah.
Have you heard from your insurance company yet or
So you
whatnot?
walk away from that door, all that time and energy and rapport you built isn't just wasted. Because the odds of you coming back to a house 11 days later, you're probably in the next city, closing a deal, you found a money hole, another neighborhood, or your manager took you to that neighborhood. You have no control over going back because that's the way your company
And the
works.
odds of them calling you back when you leave that business card, if you didn't do a thorough, sit down at the kitchen table, is 12% because they're going to lose 88% lose your business card anyways.
Yeah, that's just them keeping the card, not to mention the odds of them actually calling.
I like that. I like that for B2B. I just had a call here 2 weeks ago. I was traveling. This isn't just B2C. This is obvious. This is anybody. This is anybody with a business card.
Yeah, phone sales. Yeah.
I had a guy that called in. He saw a Fox News deal for virtual reality, and he runs an audio for all the airports nationwide. And he wanted to create a virtual reality experience for engineers at airports, all this thing, to really help him sell his product nationwide. It's a very high end sale.
Right.
Had about an hour conversation with him. I was really busy that day. Clicked, hung up, went 4 or 5 days by. He was supposed to call me back, and I forgot to do this little part. And this is like a multi-million-dollar deal. Now he'll eventually probably call back here, but it's been 3 weeks, and now I didn't digitally connect with him. I didn't do anything because I've never met him face to face.
Yeah.
So this could have been very useful for me, even in a B2B situation.
You guys just met over the phone, correct?
Just over the phone.
So this is a great way for him to go check your reviews, see your bio, see your face again, a little video.
Yeah.
And kind of self-promote yourself versus...
But also, I could have done that on a phone call. Hey, man, give me your information real quick.
Yeah.
He would have had my information. I would have been locked in digitally to his stuff, and then I could have done a follow-up.
And he could have saved your information right into his phone
Right.
contacts. Now, the cool thing is, let's say you sent it to that guy, and he's not actually in your phone book, but he calls you. On the iPhone, it'll actually read through the RepCard system and say, hey, Anthony Lead is calling you. Mm-hmm. So you know when those random numbers call you,
it's one of your leads.
Lead. You don't just like, oh, is this a robocall? No, this is actually one of my leads calling, and you can take that call.
No, I love it. I'm gonna get my whole team on it here because we do these little lunch and learns. We do trade shows. We do all this, and when they come back with a stack of business cards, and I know they lose those. One time they did lose some, and so that's not happening at the point of.
Yeah.
You know, if it's happening at the point of contact, it's stored digitally. You're much more likely to get it back in your CRM. Much more likely to close.
Yeah, we integrate with Zapier, so you can either have it go once you send them the card, it can go straight into your Infusionsoft, your Salesforce, whatever, or you can use our campaign. So you leave an event with 200 campaigns started versus 200 business cards with a bunch of homework to go do.
Well, like in roofing sales, there's a whole lot of cold calling and, hey, come back tomorrow, and, hey, I'm not ready, before they actually sit down and sign even a contingency sometimes. Not everybody signs on a first deal.
Yep.
There's a lot of this information that can be stored right in your digital. You know, there's a lot of that's going on where people lose deals because they're not storing that information back into a CRM right away.
Yeah.
In fact, many years it was the same way for us. So
Yeah.
you're getting that digital connection right at the point of discussion on a first cold call.
Yeah.
I like that.
Exactly. It also works with recruiting as well. So when you're talking to new recruits that want to come work with your company and things like that, you can manage your recruit pipeline straight through the process. So
now this is kind of icing on the cake. So you get the digital card, but this for folks that are actually doing D2D, because we're going to use this at our Wind and Storm conference. So we're going to have for people that when you come up to register, and they'll be able to experience what you're doing.
Yeah.
Attendees are actually going to get a badge with a QR code this year.
Yep.
On the back of their badge. And then when the vendors actually want to store their data or quickly digitally connect, like what we're talking about, so this is B2B as much as B2C.
Totally.
You'll be able to scan that attendee's card, put some information in, and you won't need to even collect their business card because most people leave trade shows and lose those business cards anyways.
Exactly. So right in the platform, is it still up there? Yep. So I'll go back over here real quick. Right in the platform, if you can have the QR pulled up, the scanner, this ID badge is from the attendee, you just would hover over that. It's going to read it, and it's going to ask you, how would you like to add this person into your RepCard? And you know, if I'm a vendor, I'm going to add this person in as a lead, unless I close them right on the spot.
Once you close it, then he's a client.
Yeah, he's a client, but then it goes right in, boom, then I can make notes, you know, hot lead, or this guy is excited about this product, or
and I don't have to bring a bunch of business cards back to my CRM later and hopefully get them loaded.
Exactly.
So that's going to help out at our trade show. I like that.
Yeah.
But the other thing I like for a lot of these guys watching us, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sales associates out there running around that I know the more professionally look at that door, the more likely they are to get a yes, answer the door, get on a roof, sign a deal, at least for the roofing sales guys watching us.
Yep.
So you guys also make, in addition to the digital card experience, you also make the Canvasser ID badge.
Yeah, so we make those at our office.
And how much does that cost?
So once you onboard with your company and you onboard a rep, they get their first badge for free.
So you do this for free for each rep?
Yep.
Free!
So it's part of our cost. It's not an additional cost. Now, if the rep loses it, okay, I've owned a door-to-door company before, and reps lose it. And if I was paying for it, they would just get 10 of them, right?
Yeah.
So what happens if they lose it and they go order a second or a third one because they need an additional one, or they lost it, then it charges the rep individually.
And again, so they send in a picture, so you get their digital business card that they can send by text, but they send in their picture, their information, they get their own QR code, and now customers can actually scan from their iPhone their information, which is even a lot faster than the rep asking for it.
Yeah.
Right? So now they don't even have to enter it in their phone, they just scan their QR code.
Yeah, well, the best way is for the rep to enter and send it, because that's what allows us to retain the information. If they just scan it, then the rep still didn't get any information.
But the digital card,
the customer did.
Right.
So if the customer's like, I don't want to give you my number right now, you just came to my door.
Here, just scan my card.
Yeah, that's a second option.
Gotcha.
You just scan my card, then they'll just get you my information.
And now you get their video interface, you get your bio interface. It's a much better, more professional than the. Man, I love that.
Yeah.
Wish I would have had this stuff when I was selling.
I know, me too, right?
So how can folks get a hold of you now if they want to do a demo or learn more about the digital the RepCard deal?
Yeah, so you can go to myrepcard.com, and that's going to allow you to go to our website, and you can schedule a demo there, or you can just email support.
Did you get my people set up with this stuff?
Yeah, we got a few of them already going, man. So,
okay.
So.
Did we get a deal?
Yeah, of course. We hooked it up. So, and we're doing the event. So.
Yeah, you'll be at the Wind and Storm Conference. So again, that's February 20, 21, 22, Wind and Storm Conference and Trade Show Expo right here in Phoenix.
Right here in Phoenix.
You're going to have someone staffed at the registration booth so the attendees and the vendors will experience RepCard in real time at Wind and Storm.
Yeah, so you want to get your account built before. We'll ping the account. If you already have your account, then you'll be taken care of. If not, we'll create it for you right at the show. But again, it's support@myrepcard.com, and you can just put in their demo, or you can go to our website and just schedule one straight from the site, myrepcard.com.
Well, Brad, thanks for coming on Speakeasy.
Awesome, man.
Booyah, baby!
Let's get it.